Alrighty, guys, here we go. We're going flying towards our hotel. This is YouTube Mania. Make sure to pound the like button or the line or the whatever. I don't care. I've been thinking about expanding out WrestleCraft, not necessarily to let everybody on, but to make it more of a fun place to kind of come on and fuck around with some of my friends, my YouTube friends. If you have any ideas for suggestions, I've invited people in like Smalls, Pulse, Tony, all those guys. If you have any ideas for people like that you think would be kind of fun just to come on in and build with and have fun and fuck around with, let me know who I should invite in the link in the description. But as you guys can see, a lot has changed on this server. As you guys saw in the last part, all the lights got put in. We have new stairs going up. A lot of changes have, in fact, happened. And why that's orange going across, I have no idea. But as we take a look in here, I want to show off this ramp down here and what we've been changing quite a bit. Because I have made a lot of changes, and we're going to continue just to keep piling through these. As you now would see this parking garage, eventually we'll find some way to do this. I've thought about just going and getting rid of this whole thing. Just slicing off this whole... Because originally, the only reason I was building this ramp was for the VIP parking garage ramp type thing. So it would come up here, and then it would come from here, and it was supposed to circle around and then eventually come flush with the building. And then this layer was supposed to drive right into here. And then that's where they were going to go. But unfortunately, it looks like things have gotten fucked up a little bit. But I'm perfectly fine with it, I think. You know, as you guys can see, we have the 15th floor park. And then above the park becomes all the other stuff that we have. So we have stuff down here we want to work on. I've contemplated putting in, you know, the royal staircase that goes in all the way around it. The only problem with doing this is because the cylinder's a little weird shaped, it doesn't make it necessarily the easiest thing to go about. So as you can see, all of these things, it just doesn't look very clean. So we're going to try to retouch some of these things eventually. We're going to rework some of these. But I want to go back up here now and show you our hotel, which I've been in the process of going in now and building and really showing you how we're going to extrapolate all of this. Because as you can see, on a lot of these hallways, there is no light. So let me lay down some light in all these rooms. That way when I eventually put up the walls, you'll be able to see. Now, the sandstone walls I'm not going to keep. I don't like the sandstone. I think the best things that we're going to do for walls are clay. So if we look and find our clay, the blue one we used for the other hallways, I thought it came out really nice. So for this one, I want to try a different color. We're going to try light gray. And we're also going to try, not an orange, but like a whitish, stainedish color. Just see if that can give us any bit of look. And what you'll notice, and this is something I do want, the clay just kind of comes out, looks a little more crisp. It looks, I want to say it looks like wallpaper in a way, is what it kind of does look like. It looks like a textured wall. And as you can see, we're going to go ahead and put all these in. And eventually, there should be a total of 72 rooms, which I know for a hotel, it doesn't sound like a lot, and it really isn't a lot of rooms for the hotel. But considering, you know, the lofty expectations, I'd only ever want 72 people in the rooms, or like 72 people on the server at a time. So that's kind of what I set up the hotel for, because obviously if this was a hotel and this was like a conference center area, you'd want thousands of rooms to fit everybody in the stadium to make as much money as possible, but that's not really our concern now. This floor, as you can look, the sandstone really doesn't look that good. The pink, I'm a little worried about the pink color. But let's show you how we extrapolate this and do all the rooms. You can do them really fast. I did it like this instead of the way Austin had, because what you can do is you can go... Did I delete all this stuff? Yes, I did delete all that stuff. You can go from corner to corner, and then you can copy everything in and paste it. I'm not going to do that. We're going to go and find a bed. We've got our bed now. Let's put in the red spot, and then we've got our torches, so we don't need that. So wherever we decide to put the beds, and like I said, I don't know where we end up putting the beds. Depends on the room and what template we're using. But you can definitely see then what that does for here is you get the headboards, you've got the beds, we've got the bathroom, which would be over here. It's about 3 blocks wide, like so. And then you've got your TV, your table, which the way I've been doing it is simply just been about 3 or 5 wide. And then you got your TV on 3 of them, like so. And then you'd have a table or something over here, and it's a really fast way to come in, get as many rooms done in as possible. And then these are the staircases that I've been working on as well. So we're going to have to keep all of those going. On this side, we have this one, which would come down. And then from here, it's got to start going down as well. Actually, it can't because of the side. So we'll hold off on that for 1 second. And you can see in this floor, the clay really does look nice. It looks like it's separated out well. The only problem that I have with this is the way that the doors are situated. We have to find a really good pattern because hallways, they usually find a way for halls. And you can see it on this side where if we clear out there, do we want the hallways to go back to back and then we want the rooms to switch or not? That's my biggest concern right now is because if I look at these, I keep going down door by door where we group them, but then it doesn't have, then it seems a little awkward. So the way you do this is then you'd have the bathroom on this side, and we basically flip everything. The bathroom needs to be about 9 wide. It's about 9 blocks in total. It doesn't have to be. That's kind of what I've made them as. But if we did it this way, you'd see the beds, and then they could always go backwards. But eventually, you have these two pairing up together. These two get paired up together. And then these two down here, this is a separate suite. We want these two to get paired together. Because then down here, it'll be on its own separate door. And I've thought about, in a way, making another room. But we're going to keep this as a hallway. As you can see how big some of these do get. So let's go ahead, keep putting these in. We want to outfit all these. So it actually starts to eventually take the shape of a hotel room. And now as far as this one, I want to put it on the side. I don't want to put it at the end. Because we got all these doors coming in. Still a lot more work to be done inside of it. There we go. And we might as well just start putting in all the walls. I don't know the carpet code, so... Not the carpet code, excuse me. The clay code. So we're just going to manually lay all this stuff down. Just try to get in as many in as possible. Now, there may also be room for a game room. I may put something on top as far as the stadium goes, because I don't necessarily know if I like this building being flat. I think it should be a shaped roof of some kind. Maybe there could be... I thought about putting some sort of viewer park on there, but I thought that'd be kind of a ways for somebody to jump. Why I would assume somebody would just jump off there. I thought about putting in like a little dive park area where you could do like skydiving and stuff. As all these get laid down, you can see the signs of the rooms. The stone might have to get changed. I might ask somebody's opinion on here on, hey, what can you recommend for a good flooring? Because I didn't make our floors. Normally we make our floors too high. That way you could put in a floor and a different kind of ceiling, or change things up a little bit. Unfortunately, in this side of the arena, I didn't do that, so all of these have to be the same because whatever shows on the bottom also shows on the top. So that's one of my only real downfalls here. To building this building. I like that. Yeah, the only problem to building this building is actually building it, apparently. And then we're going to lay down this last and final wall. You can see we definitely probably should lay down more torches. But then the more we do this, is definitely the more it comes out. And I do want to say this. This is something that I noticed in the last part. It has got to be really creepy. Could you imagine, say, you came to this hotel, and hell, you didn't even know it was a stadium. Could you imagine how nerve-wracking it would be? You're waking up here at 10:30 in the morning, you're getting up, your curtains aren't open, and then there's like 20, like there's 5,000 people sitting right there, and they can see into your hotel room. I was a little nervous about that. And I know somebody's like, what if you wake up in a hotel room? Calm down, guys. You can see the hotel really starts to take shape here. Those are the big suites. These are the ones people are going to pay a lot of money for. These 6 rooms. Basically comes with a game ticket, so to speak. And then this side are the hallways that you can come into. And this is like the viewing and the seating area. So as far as the suites go, we're going to deck these out. I'm going to continue working on those ones. I've got to find a way now. This is what I wanted to show off in this one. We've got to find a way to get down to the other lobby. So as far as the staircases, the elevators, everything goes, It's got to be in this pattern, in this panel over here. So I wonder if we just cut the floor out. For now, I want to go cut. Because that's pretty much all I'm doing is cutting out the floor. As you can see, this will be a great staircase to continue going up. But then how do we get from in here up here? So all this now has to get cut off as far as the glass. So let's go flying over. Hopefully we don't leave too much. Uh-oh. Sell poly. So there we go. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to 100% work or not. It is glass. And usually when I start to delete some stuff, it always tends to delete really weird. So we may have to do this a couple times. I may have to let Austin do this. As I think that's all it deleted. I don't think it deleted anything over here. So as far as that goes, we need to find a way to get up there. So I get rid of all this glass, mostly like we have. And let's find the staircase now that'll come up. So I should probably put in real stairs. I don't think quartz slabs are going to be what we need to do. So this is the first floor. And you see our other staircases that we have. The first stair should come up from right about there. Wonder how long it would take then to get at the ground. There we go. This has been one of my biggest worries here is when it comes to this staircase. Is finding a way for these floors to connect. Because you'll notice it's definitely not the easiest thing to do. I don't think I needed to get rid of the floor, though. I probably actually shouldn't have got rid of the floor that simple. Gotta lay some of this crap back down. Actually, that might work really good for the stairs right there. The building has already got the stairs pretty much in. So if we can utilize what's already here. That might be our way up right there. The only problem with that is it's going to be a little weird shape. So for the first floor coming down, let's do this, but let's shape it a little differently. Because that's essentially what I want. We want this to come up, but we need it to come up in a way that from the first floor down, you can see my Minecraft game is lagging out a bit. Disconnect this one, back up, come back in. And then now we should see a different pattern that would, I think it matches what we have. It looks like it's in like the opposite way, but it's really not. As you can see, we've got the 3 staircases there. And it's only 5 wide, so it's going to be 3 to 2. So if we see these ones, this is coming from the first floor. And where do we get to the point where you don't have to have... Is it right here? So you're coming up right about there. So we want that staircase then to be the one that gets filled in. As you can see what this is going to look like. Now, I am a little nervous about this. We got this staircase coming in. All right, that's good. That's the floor we want it to be in. But then how do we get the staircase going the other way? Because if I look up, I already have this staircase coming down. I need that one to start. Oh, we just have to back it up a bit. There we go. So if I back it up And instead of ending there, we started right there. So it'd go from here. From a week ago. See, there we go. Now our staircase should line in properly as we get rid of these back two. Because by going back two, we actually started forward two. I'm liking this. As you guys can see, a lot of progress gets made with these. And if I were to go back one more, they would even it just perfectly. And then that's where I need to be because these floors are shorter than that one. So if I back it up one more, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to back it up just one more. Luckily, we can just set them right on top of the stairs. There we go. Now we've got the clay laid down. Now we've got this laid down. Now, as this one comes up, this staircase can then continue right here going up. As you see these. And then there we go. And it should hide under the staircase. Right? And that's how we do it. As this one comes around. Like so. We have all the floors coming up at the height of there. And then the same thing over here. We don't need to go up one higher because that is the third floor. So we've got our staircases put in. This one comes up from here. You make your way up. You're in the hotel now. Say you're right here. You want to make your way up the staircase. You just do that on this side. You continue into the hotel. And then there should be one last floor, which is right here. And there you go. You're in your hotel. You're up the 3 floors. You come down this floor, walk around. And then this floor should be able to go down right below it. The only problem is with this staircase, it'll make things a little difficult. But we got that staircase in. We've got a way now to get down here. Once we're down here, we still have to connect these floors to the last floor, because then once you do that, we skip everything below it. So we have to find a way to connect those two, then we'll be good to go. And continue building. As you see the hotel start to take shape, parking ramp, we've got a way in there, and that pretty much wraps it up. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll continue building, and we will see you all later. Yeah, Minecraft, man. Way to leg me out.